Yo, this is the Game Master 127, and welcome to a episode, I guess, of games Yu-Gi-Oh discussions, I guess. And so, what's something I kind of thought about is, based on how the game is turning out with links, it kind of brings up an interesting thought I had, and one of it being that is it possible, if you didn't want to play links, how do you play in, this new form that's coming out? And so the thing that I actually thought of is boss monsters. The concept of boss monsters has, that's always been a thing. But, of course some decks, it's, there's been taken away in the case of towers for Cleese or Dark Destroyer for Cosmos. They really don't have too much of it. But, like, take Noble Knights, for instance, it's, I was just looking through the deck, and there's actually quite a bit of cards that, how do you make your one extra monster zone useful if you decide you're not going to play Link? So, obviously, you're going to want to keep monsters on the field for as long as possible, and the two cards that I thought of that would probably stay on the field the longest, unless you tribute over them, is the Sacred Noble Knight of King Artorias and First of Dragons. These two, I think, especially him with all of his arms, would probably stay on the field the longest, this one being how hard it is to get rid of it. And then if you decided that if you didn't want to use the extra deck, and you decided that, oh, I'm just going to forego the whole thing, what I noticed with Noble Knights, especially with my build of it, is there's two, I guess, real hardcore boss monsters, and of course, that's BLS and Vision Hero, Witch Rider. Now, with these two especially, because Witch Rider, again, they're warrior, they're dark. They're compatible with Noble Knights, especially BLS, because we get BLS with Destiny, and he's virtually, going to be staying on the field for a while. And then, of course, this is going to, when I eventually get the cards, you can eventually give it with, like, say, Heartland Draco. Heartland Draco would also stay on the field a little bit longer, because it would have an equip spell. But, with these two, at least with these two, that they would at least stay on the field for a given amount of time. So, is it possible that if you decide that you didn't want to play links, it's possible that you can make that one extra monster zone useful? It just depends on what you want to play. If not, is it possible that boss monsters are become more and more prevalent? And then the Link deck that came out, the starter deck, what was the boss monster in that if you didn't want to play it? Beast King Barbaros. Or, and then everything else in there, you had Link Slayer, you had Cyber Dragon, boss-like monsters if you didn't want to play the Links. You don't necessarily have to play Links. You can, or big obvious one is Blue Eyes. If you play Blue Eyes correctly, you can just recycle Blue Eyes an indefinite amount of time, and then you're the one spot you can either put it with Spirit Dragon or Azure and just keep recycling Blue Eyes. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about the idea of boss monsters becoming more prevalent and useful in this upcoming Link era. And so tell me what you think down in the comments, and I look forward to reading them. So I will see you guys later. Bye.